It's the big prime-time breaking news that India Today broke just over an hour ago. BRS leader and daughter of former Telangana Chief Minister KCR, K Kavitha, has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in the liquor gate case. She was detained a short while ago, taken into custody and has now been arrested. She will be brought to Delhi very shortly. Dramatic scenes, as you can see on your screens, playing out both inside and outside K Kavitha's residence in Hyderabad. On the outside, huge crowds have gathered, protesters angry with the police and the Enforcement Directorate. Inside, KTR, former minister and brother of K Kavitha, confronting Enforcement Directorate officials and telling them that the arrest of his sister K Kavitha is illegal as the matter is pending in the Supreme Court. Nevertheless, K Kavitha has been arrested and she is likely to be brought by the Enforcement Directorate to Delhi very shortly. Remember, the K Kavitha link to the Delhi Liquorgate case has played out for over a year and a half now, with revelations of a so-called South cartel, several frontmen, businessmen linked to the Delhi Liquorgate case, which also allegedly, remember, involves the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi. I want to go across to India Today's Akshita Nandgopal. She's been reporting on Telangana quite frequently. She's interviewed K Kavitha a number of times as well. Akshita, it looks like the Enforcement Directorate didn't want another situation where a summons was going to be dodged. We do know that K Kavitha has dodged at least 2 or 3 summons before. You know, her lawyer just spoke to us saying that this arrest is completely illegal because of matters pending in the Supreme Court as well. Lots of drama both outside and inside Kavitha's house. Akshita.
That's right, Shiv. The latest we're picking up is that Kavitha has been officially arrested. Her husband, remember, was in the same property. He's not an accused. He's never been questioned in this particular case. It was just her who's been arrested. She's going to be flown down to Delhi any time now. But it's interesting that you also point out that Kavitha's legal team maintains that this arrest is completely illegal, because it gives you a sense of how now they're going to take this forward and fight this in the courts as well. But the damage really for Kavitha is also done, because while this case has been going on for the last many years, she's appeared before the Enforcement Directorate, yes, several times last year. But this year, when she was summoned repeatedly, she refused to turn up, citing one reason or the other, pushing back and asking for more dates to appear. She didn't turn up, and that's what's prompted the Enforcement Directorate to turn up at her doorstep early this morning. They've conducted raids and then the formal arrest followed, which begs the question of what fresh evidence has really come up against Kavitha. In my many conversations with her, when I've raised these particular allegations against her of her being part of a South cartel, of this 100 crores money that was exchanged, and about her aides also being arrested in this case, several accused turned approvers who allegedly named her also. So according to the Enforcement Directorate, she's always rubbished her shift, saying that even if an iota of evidence is presented against me, I will go ahead and appear before the Enforcement Directorate. They can go ahead and take me into custody. So she's always dared them on the front that there's no tangible evidence against her. Yes. So my sense is that now that the Enforcement Directorate has kind of swooped in this manner, one, they believe that her custody is crucial to taking forward this case, because remember, there are several high-profile names, including that of Arvind Kejriwal, who keeps saying almost every other day that he fears he will be arrested very soon by agencies in this very case. So perhaps her statement is going to be extremely crucial in this case. And the ED has perhaps come up with some fresh leads, fresh evidence against her to back up this arrest, because there is going to be a lot of political and legal scrutiny into the terms and conditions based on which she's been taken into custody in this manner.
Okay, so this is a rapidly unfolding story in Hyderabad. India Today's Abdul Bashir is also standing by with me from the city, not very far from where the arrest has just taken place. Before I come to you, Abdul, I just want to play out a sequence. We've got some video footage of Kavitha, I think, confronting the Enforcement Directorate officials inside her house. Let's just watch that. Her brother is also there, KTR. Let's just watch this sequence.
Madam Banupriya Meena says search is over and arrest warrant is produced, and now she says, hold on, and now she says we can't come in. Family cannot come in, and she also says that she has no transit warrant, she cannot produce before a magistrate, but she wants to make a case. Listen, you have given an undertaking in Supreme Court, and now you're violating it. You're in serious trouble. You're in serious trouble.
You have the legal remedy always available.
I'm telling you, you have come here on a Friday. Madam Banupriya Meena says search is over and arrest warrant is produced, and now she says, hold on, and now she says we can't come in. Family cannot come in, and she also says that she has no transit warrant, she cannot produce before a magistrate, but she wants to make a case. Listen, you have given an undertaking in Supreme Court, and now you're violating it. You're in serious trouble. You're in serious trouble.
You have the legal remedy always available.
I'm telling you, you have come here on a Friday.
Okay, that was a very agitated KTR, the brother of K Kavitha, former minister in the Telangana government, basically saying that the Enforcement Directorate has acted in a malified manner by coming in on a Friday evening. You can hear the Enforcement Directorate officials say that he has legal recourse. KTR argues back that the issue is already in the Supreme Court. So tempers flying inside the residence of K Kavitha. I want to bring in India Today's Abdul Bashir also in on this story. Abdul, the situation pretty dire, pretty ugly inside K Kavitha's house right now. You're the journalist that broke the story about her impending arrest and taken into custody. In fact, we've got images coming in where journalists are trying to get a word in from K Kavitha. We'll try and listen to that also. Talk us through these pictures, Abdul, and also tell us about when she's going to be taken to Delhi. Live pictures, Abdul. I'll come to you in a moment. Live pictures from outside Kavitha's residence. Let's just try and listen to some audio here. You can see her inside the car. I think that's her in blue in the front. Supporters surrounding the car. Lots of media, lots of police. Live pictures from India Today's camera of a car of the Enforcement Directorate appearing to take Kavitha away. Are they heading to the airport? We don't know just yet. But this is her residence. Total chaos outside K Kavitha's residence as the Enforcement Directorate takes K Kavitha away. They've taken her under arrest. They've taken her into custody a short while ago. Total chaos. Huge crowd outside K Kavitha's residence.
Cut to me.
Okay, I think I can hear my colleague Apurva there. Apurva? Yeah, Apurva, if you can hear us, go ahead.
Well, Shiv, that was K Kavitha there, who has just been taken by ED officials in the car. She is also being followed by her husband as well. Both of them who have been taken into custody. He's accompanying in the car right behind her. Kavitha there showing a thumbs up. That's what we are seeing, the visuals there as Kavitha is being taken by Enforcement Directorate officials. In fact, I had tried to get a word from Kavitha, and all she did was she did a thumbs up sign and she just smiled. So is it a positive response? Is it a mixed signal? What Kavitha is feeling, that is something that we'll have to wait and watch for. But one thing is for sure, she remains calm and composed. That's the message there that the BRS is trying to give. That is what we are getting from Kavitha's visuals as well. She came out in the car. She had been accompanied by ED officials as well, and what we can see is several cadres had gathered here as the car that were taking her, escorting her. We're seeing how senior officials from the Enforcement Directorate had arrived here at around 1 p.m. this afternoon, and now we're seeing that she has been taken into custody. Kavitha there showing a thumbs up sign even as we try to get a word with her. But, she's been taken into custody by ED officials. A notice that had been served to her at around with an arrest timing of 5:20 this evening. So, what is a message that Kavitha is trying to say? In fact, we got to speak to some of the family members there. The statement that has been released by the family is is that they are staying strong in this situation, and they are in fact going to go ahead and fight this illegal arrest. Legally, they say that this has been an arrest that has been made specifically on a Friday evening there, and that this is nothing but tactics by the ED. That's what KTR's message has been, the statement that his team has put out just a short while back. In fact, KTR, Harish Rao and several others had also gone inside attempting to speak with the ED officials. We've seen the altercation there just a couple of minutes back that took place between KTR, Kavitha's elder brother, and the senior ED officials. In fact, he goes on to state on camera that there hasn't been a proper arrest warrant that has been issued, and that they're wantedly taking up this arrest on a Friday. Remember, Kavitha's name has been coming up time and again in the Delhi liquor scam for almost over a year and a half. Not only Kavitha, but also several other leaders, especially from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, be it YSRCP leaders Magunta Raghava Reddy and Magunta Srinivas Reddy, who had been the MP of YSRCP until recently. Their names had been involved in the Delhi liquor scam along with Kavitha, and now just a couple of minutes back we see Enforcement Directorate officials who have taken Kavitha into custody right from her house there. That's Kavitha's residence there, as you can see, and officials there who had just taken her into custody and gone back.
With me, Apurva, I want to bring in Krishank Mane of the BRS, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Rashtra Samiti, also with us on the show. Krishank, welcome. K Kavitha has just been arrested. Dramatic scenes outside her residence. We also saw, a hot-tempered confrontation between KTR and the Enforcement Directorate officials. Your opening word, Krishank.
Well, every word which KTRG has spoken is legal, constitutional, and at the same time it is a violation by the ED Shiv. Without a transit warrant, you cannot come arrest beyond jurisdictional borders. You are taking Kavitha ji to Delhi without an arrest warrant, without a prisoner transit warrant. Isn't it illegal, is our question. Well, why just couple of hours before the Lok Sabha election notification? Because let me tell you, in September, mid-September also, which was just weeks before the Telangana Assembly election, ED came up with these notices of this case. And now yet again today, just 24 hours before this, why shouldn't we say that the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is in center, is using this ED or IT against Kavitha ji? Because only thing is, her crime is that she is daughter of KCR. Absolutely. Because BJP campaigned this extensively in the political speeches during the assembly elections. Now they want to repeat the same in the Lok Sabha elections. Lada hai to mein lado. But with this case, which is being dragged since July 2022, and today they come to arrest without a piece of paper of a transit warrant, why shouldn't we say that this is a political vendetta shift? The BJP has to answer for this.
Okay. Stay with me, Krishank. We'll have the BJP with us in just a moment. Munish Pandey is also live with us on this breaking story. Munish, the BRS says this is all completely illegal. You've got some documents. You've been piecing together this entire story. Take it away, Munish.
Yeah, well, Shiv, we have the copy of arrest memo which was served by the Enforcement Directorate to K Kavitha, and according to this arrest order which is dated today, Joginder, Assistant Director, who is also the investigative officer of the case, in the arrest order it has been written that he has reasons to believe that K Kavitha, resident of Telangana, has been found guilty of an offence punishable under Prevention of Money Laundering Act and in exercise of the power conferred upon me under subsection 1 of section 19 of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. I hereby arrest said K Kavitha at 5:20 p.m. on 15th March 2024, and she has been informed of ground for arrest. A copy of the ground of arrest memo, which is almost of 14 pages, that was served to the husband of K Kavitha. So this is the arrest memo which is confirming that, K Kavitha was placed under arrest and her husband was informed. But also what the other party, that is K Kavitha's lawyers and family members are alleging is that there was an order by the Supreme Court that she should not be arrested. When we spoke to the officials of the Enforcement Directorate, they said that the matter was pending before the court, but there was no stay by the Supreme Court, and that is why they decided to arrest K Kavitha, and that is also after questioning. And what is important here, Shiv, to highlight that the arrest ground of arrest is of 14 pages, and we have been given to understand is that the ED has also highlighted the parts where K Kavitha allegedly destroyed some of the phones. She is someone who was in question by the Enforcement Directorate. Not only the phone records, but also the parts of the meeting, Shiv, that has been also highlighted by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, ED is alleging at this point of time is that there were multiple meetings in which K Kavitha and representatives of K Kavitha was also part of it, and the transcription of that particular meeting was very valuable for the Enforcement Directorate, based on which they decided to arrest K Kavitha. Also, Shiv, if you can grant me 30 seconds.
Yes, please.
Another important aspect of this arrest is, Mr. Magunta Reddy, who is the member of parliament, his son Raghav Reddy also got licenses during the new excise policy brought in by the Aam Aadmi Party. Raghav Reddy recently became a prover in the case, not only for Enforcement Directorate, but for the Central Bureau of Investigation. And Raghav Reddy becomes important because he is someone who was not only part of the meetings attended by K Kavitha allegedly, but also he was someone who was aware of the entire kickbacks, the 100 crore of cash amount which was paid allegedly to Vijay Nair of Aam Aadmi Party. So he was very crucial. Recently he became a prover, and his statement to the Enforcement Directorate and the Central Bureau of Investigation as an approver, he has told that he has full knowledge that advance kickbacks were paid on behalf of K Kavitha to the representatives in Delhi, and that became very crucial, and that is when the Enforcement Directorate decided to question K Kavitha, and later today she was arrested.
Okay, we've got the latest pictures. I'm going to go back to Krishank in just a moment. We've got the latest pictures here of K Kavitha. That's her in the blue sari in the front seat of that vehicle, about to be driven out by the Enforcement Directorate. Her husband was following in a different car as well. I think this may be before that, because I can't see that big crowd here, but this may be just before it exits the actual gate. The big crowd is outside the main gate of her residence, so this is within the gate, within the compound of her residence. She's saying goodbye to her close aides and family members, I assume, before she is driven out. So these are those pictures. Let's just try and get some audio in. In the blue sari, Enforcement Directorate vehicle. It's an Enforcement Directorate Innova before she is being driven out. There she is, flashing the peace symbol, the V sign, before she is driven out. Krishank, you just heard India Today's Munish Pandey, who's been tracking the story, give you a sort of comprehensive lowdown of what the Enforcement Directorate says is its case, basically the basis on which this arrest has taken place. How would you respond to that? The Enforcement Directorate says there's more than enough basis for this particular arrest. Krishank?
Well, Shiv, it is for them to produce all this in the court, and we will definitely explain to the Honorable Court of Law, because there are multiple issues in this, Shiv. One, we are asking for a transit warrant which has to be shown. I have n number of case judgments by different honorable courts that without a transit warrant, an arrest is illegal. Point one. Coming up to the narrative of the ED, let me tell you, Shiv, that a con man called Sukesh Chandrasekhar, who sits in jail, who is given papers to write stories, his basis also is scripted in the ED's drafts. So how can this be believable? So the point is, all these cooked up stories will be definitely defended opposed, we will take it up with the court of law.
Okay.
Our entire organization is with Kavita ji because we feel that this is highly political. You have seen Sanjay Raut's case also. After keeping him for months and months in the jail, ED could not produce a single evidence, after which he got bail by the Honorable Court of Law. Honorable Justice clearly mentioned that there is no single evidence and this arrest was illegal when he got a bail. So today what we say, that maybe Modi ji might have won today by arresting Kavita Garu. But the point is, the court has to decide that how much of facts are there in ED's cooked up stories. We will definitely fight it out in the court of law.
Okay.
Shiv.
Okay. NV Subhash Rao, how would you respond to what the BRS is saying? The BRS is saying, do what you want. We will be proven right in a court of law. That's what the Enforcement Directorate is also saying, that you have recourse to the law. But the stand is simple by the BRS. They say that this arrest is completely illegal. What would you say to the BRS, Mr. Rao?
How can it be just illegal when Enforcement Directorate, after deliberate deliberations, and they have been constantly watching on this. This case has been there from past almost 1 year, and she has been linked up with the Delhi liquor scam. First, let me make it clear that Kavita ji has very clearly said that I am a very good citizen of this country, so I will abide by the law of Enforcement Directorate, or whatever it is, that after many issues, many notices, notices which have been given by Enforcement Directorate, she failed and then she could not go. She doesn't want to go, and then she made some lame duck excuses on that. She is free to go to the court. She is free to go to the Supreme Court. But the benefit of doubt of Enforcement Directorate, which is an independent body, it has nothing to do with the government. It has nothing to do with Bharatiya Janata Party. This Enforcement Directorate, all these law agencies, the investigations agencies have been there in our country before Modi ji has become the Prime Minister. So let her just come up clean. Why is this issue has been raked up every time that the Bharatiya Janata Party is making ED, and then when Modi comes to different states, and then ED will come. This has been there. Had she really gone earlier, when the notices have been served, this issue would not have been really come up on it.
Krishan?
Coincidence that.
Yeah, no, but speaking purely on facts, the BRS and Kavita has been represented by her lawyer, who said that the failure to appear for summons or refusal to appear for summons had a basis at those particular times. But the argument, Krishank, by the BJP is the fact that the K Kavitha has dodged summons, I think 2 or 3 times already. Is a problem. That's one of the reasons. If she had cooperated, maybe the Enforcement Directorate didn't need to go into her house and arrest her.
Well, Shiv, point number 1, we have allowed the CBI initially come all the way here to her residence, interrogate, investigate. We were called by ED to Delhi. Kavita ji met the ED officials, gave answers. When they asked for mobile phones, she again came, she handed over the mobile phones. The Bharatiya Janata Party cannot say that we did not cooperate. But while doing this, she had every constitutional provision which any leader has. When Mrs. Sonia Gandhi ji can go to the court in National Herald case to get a bail, Kavita ji or anyone to the matter of fact can go to the court. The point is, if we were running away, why would we approach the court? We have gone to the court, kept this issue to the court. So the ball is it's with the court. So the whole point is, we are not running away. We have approached the court, taken this issue to the court, taken to the matter of the court, that one, about the investigation, and definitely it's about the case. So the whole point is, we are abiding by our legal rights.
Let me ask you this.
What is the hush up here?
Krishank, let me ask you this, because so much has been made about the politics of Enforcement Directorate, especially before the elections. What politics do you read behind the Enforcement Directorate action? What are you alleging is the reason for this?
Bharatiya Janata Party's election and votes. See, if there is nothing to it, Shiv, let BJP or those in center wait for the court's judgment. But you know, they will not stop. You know what? BJP's IT wing, they have tagged Kavita ji, who's a lady with a name called Liquor Queen. Modi ji comes all the way and speaks it in his election speeches. So you see the benefit out of it. When Modi ji speaks about it in his bhashans of elections for votes, even before any court has given any judgment, it is BJP, the Bharatiya Justice Party, which is already giving a order. So from tomorrow, you see, BJP will definitely campaign again in Lok Sabha elections. We are sure that we will come clean.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling Mr. Dushyant.
The whole
Mr.
motive
Yeah,
is
let Mr. Rao, let
how
Mr.
BJP
Subhash Rao
is
respond to
politically.
that. Because, you know, until just a few weeks ago, rather, the Congress had been accusing the BJP and the BRS of being hand in glove. Ironically, the Congress had been accusing the BJP of going soft on BRS and not arresting Kavita because there was some setting. Obviously, all of that has completely changed now. Mr. Rao, how do you respond to the political angle that Krishank Mane is alleging?
See, it's very clear that had she gone earlier, when the summons have been served on that, when the notices have been served, you should have gone on that. So even if she is arrested tomorrow or day after tomorrow or next 3 months, the BRS party will always accuse that Bharatiya Janata Party is really tampering the evidence, or the Bharatiya Janata Party is making a issue and then arresting the Kavita, because there is a very clear-cut information. There is investigation agencies. They are allied investigation agencies which has not been appointed by Bharatiya Janata Party or Narendra Modi's government. That's what I've been telling. This has been there earlier also. So if she is a good citizen, what she claims, let her go and then get all the clean, just clean up the mess and then again come back. She has all the free, the liberty. This is the democratic country where every court is open, every Supreme Court is open, every law agencies is open. She can appeal in that. But just by avoiding and then making a political statement, which is not acceptable, because even in BRS also there are so many people who are really upset with the way the BRS government has come. The first family has been ruling this country from past 10 years.
This is the political point which I said, Shiv.
All these things have been addressed.
I understand.
All these things have to be addressed, because KCR himself has said in one of the speeches, "Let the ED come, they will answer." Let him answer.
Oh yes, you have arrested us and we have cooperated, na? Kavita ji is all smiling and going. You have arrested her. She has not stopped. But at the same time, when you violate
one at a time.
It is there in the public domain. Let her cooperate. She has to cooperate. Let her the cooperate. Otherwise, what will you do? Will you go on the streets and then fight or something, or will you tamper the evidence, or will you stop this? Let her just go. Just cooperate with her. Let her come clean, because everyone is looking forward for that. And why is this? The political
clean?
The Bharatiya Janata Party. Bharatiya Janata Party is always there. Earlier also is there. Whoever is just involved in the national exchequer, whoever makes a loss to the national.
I have 30 seconds left before I need to take a break. Krishank,
they will be put behind bars.
Did Himanta Biswa Sharma come clean? Did Sujana Chaudhary come clean? Did Jyotiraditya Scindia come clean? Did Mukul Rane come clean? I can tell dozens and dozens of names of Bharatiya Janata Party leaders who haven't come clean, but washing powder Nirma has worked out after joining Bharatiya Janata Party. But I will tell you, we will come clean, but at the same time, we will raise the voice. While our legal team will fight out in the court, we will definitely go into the people also and say that Bharatiya Janata Party has used its agencies because they cannot take on politically, and that is why they've used a daughter of KCRG to attack the party, BRS and KCR. Definitely this is the point which we will take on.
The arrest of K Kavitha, BRS leader in the Liquor Gate case, is the big story that India Today has broken today, setting the news agenda. These are pictures that you're seeing of K Kavitha getting into the car with the Enforcement Directorate to be driven out from her residence. We understand that she may be on her way to the airport. Let's get a fix on that. In fact, Apurva Jayachandran is outside K Kavitha's residence from where she has just departed a short while ago. Apurva, where are they headed? Are they headed to the airport to come to Delhi?
Well, Shiv, what we are learning from sources is that roughly around 8:40 this evening, there's going to be a flight which will be taking Kavita to Delhi. That's what we're learning. In fact, she just arrived. She'd been taken from here by ED officials in custody, where she will be taken to Delhi for questioning as well. An arrest notice had been issued for Kavita in the liquor gate scam. In fact, the notice also, interestingly, the notice that has been issued to her also reads that she has been arrested on charges of money laundering. That's what we are learning from Kavita's, the notice that has been issued. Several BRS leaders had arrived here at Kavita's residence, including her, her brother KTR, who had also arrived here and had met with the family. An altercation had also erupted between KTR and the ED officials, demanding why there had been an illegal arrest that had been made. In fact, KTR, Kavita and the family goes on to put out a joint statement saying that they will cooperate with the ED officials in the questioning. They do, however, state that they will handle this illegal arrest legally and that democratically. That's the word that they're using in the statement that has been jointly put out. Kavita is just now been taken to custody, and she's been taken to Delhi in a special flight roughly around post 8:30 this evening. That's what we're learning as well, Shiv. And interestingly, when Kavita was coming out and she was being brought out, she, while waving to the cadres there, she points out a victory sign and a thumbs up. That's the message that she wishes to give to the people. She's putting up a bold face. She's put up a thumbs up as well as a victory sign as she emerges outside, as she's being taken out in custody by the ED officials. So interesting to see, the charges against her that has been levied is that she has been arrested on charges of money laundering. That's
Right.
what we are getting to know. Money laundering defined under Section 3 of PMLA, and that's the specific section under which her arrest has been made.
Okay.
So all specific details regarding her arrest, a notice has been also issued to her husband, Mr. Anil, who had also accompanied her until a short distance, and he has most likely he's also going to be going along with Kavita to Delhi, accompanying her for moral support as well. We are to know that the BRS
Okay.
in a short while from now.
We're out of time.
will be
Sorry for interrupting you,
will be
Apurva.
addressing
We'll
the
keep
media
tracking
as
that
well.
story. 8:40 p.m. as Apurva just confirms is that special flight from Hyderabad to Delhi, where the Enforcement Directorate will be bringing Kavita to the national capital for questioning.